All right, what's going on, everybody? I've been getting into the OTC markets. I've been studying. One thing I believe in is like putting in the work. And if you put in the work, you are okay with the results, whether they go great or whether they don't go that great. So I'm putting myself out there. I'm not doing this saying that this is 100% correct. I'm not doing this saying that I'm doing it the right way. I'm doing this to just share it with some people out there, share it with the people in my group first that I send this message to, and then with everybody else, once I post it, I'll go through that also. This video hopefully is under 20 minutes. I'm just going to kind of go through my afternoon process of how I've been finding OTC stocks. All right, now first you need a screener. The screener I'm utilizing and practicing with is TD Ameritrade. This information is not live, meaning like there's a 15-minute delay on the information you get on this website on TD Ameritrade. So therefore, I'm not day trading with this information. I'm making this watch list, and then I'm going to track this watch list, and I plan to buy at the end of the day. So just everybody keep that in mind. So first, if you open up a TD Ameritrade account, you can go to research and ideas. You can go create a screener. My screener, first off, I just use this to screen the OTC markets, the Amex, the NASDAQ, and NYSE. I do that on finviz.com. But on here, I just do these ones. I only look at communication services and information technology sectors. These OTCs are very small stocks. Some are under sub pennies. So therefore, I want to find a company that has a product that may be stable, that may break out. I don't want like something quick, like some quick healthcare thing that may be great and then be bad news overnight and get crushed. So these are the ones I had the most success with. You can utilize it however you like. I use only small cap is the only ones that I look for. Small cap is stocks that are under $2 billion. Now I'm looking for a price less than or equal to $2. So this is only going to show me stocks under $2. I'm looking for greater than 10% change from today's trading session. So that means from the open till whatever it is right now, this to whatever time it happens to be when you're running your scanner, this is going to show me kind of only the stocks that are at least up 10%. Now this scan I run around noon, right around noon is when I run this, and I'm looking for stocks that have over 1 million shares. Now I have 11 matches that come up with this. Now, once you view your matches, I make a list out of them and then I put them into the dollar volume. My dollar volume, let's see, one second. So I have my list. I'm gonna stop my share real quick. What's going on? Let me share it again. Here we go. And I want to share. Is this the one? Yes. All right. So if you see here, here's my watch list, the stocks that were on there. But if you look at this, this is dollar volume that I have, that I've been looking at. The reason why I'm checking out the dollar volume is when you're looking at some of these sub penny stocks, like I did the math on some of the ones on my watch list. I had a total of 11 or 14 that hit my watch list. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that hit it. That's going to make my list. Some of these stocks will look fantastic and will be up, but like it will be 0.004, and then that will be the price. And say like end of the day it traded 2 million shares. You multiply 0.004 by 2 million. Let me just do the math. So if I did 0.004 times 2 million, that's $8,000. So it sounds like a lot, like, oh, it's that trading 2 million, but realistically, like $8,000 traded on a day, that's not a lot of volume. And if you put in a couple $1,000s into that, you can really get yourself trapped. So what I'm trying to do is, as I'm getting on my journey, I'm trying to only find liquid stocks. So I make 100K my cutoff. Also with this number, it doesn't have to be exact. Like the number is not exact. It's just kind of in a ballpark to give you an idea. You just don't want to be in stocks like that are 5 figures. I just don't highly advise it because you can really get yourself stuck. So these are the stocks that made the watch list so far. And keep in mind, I haven't done any looking into sales, looking into fundamentals, into the news yet. Everything I'm doing is just technical. This is a strategy that I don't plan to buy anything until about 350, right around the end of the day. The only way I would buy earlier is if out of these stocks on the watch list, all of them were terrible except one. Then maybe I get in a little earlier. But if I have some competition, I'm going to wait to the end of the day because the goal is to get in at the end of a stock that has a lot of information coming towards it. And then when it gaps up over the weekend, ride that wave on up. So now, once we have our watch list, we got our dollar volume. That gives me an idea. All right, now I'm gonna stop my share again for a second. I'm gonna share my screen again now. I'm showing you guys also, keep in mind, this is all based off of free resources. So there's paid resources out there you can use that makes it much easier, but this is off of free. So now I'm looking at big charts. Let me move this thing. 1 second, guys, trying to just move. There we go. All right. So I'm looking at big charts now. ALY was on there. I use big charts because on this site, it's free and you can get a clear view of volume to the stock price. You can like go to it, draw an advanced chart, and then you can go to the time frame of 1 day and 5 minutes and get an idea. At the end of the day, I'm going to check like the 2-year chart to see where it's at. But right now, I'm just showing you how I'm looking at it kind of live. What you want to see on your stock. You don't want a stock like at the end of the day, when you do your research, a stock could be up 20%, and that could mean completely different things. Some stocks in the morning jump on up like 50% and then drop on back down and stay down around this area. It may still be up 20%, but it's still on the way down, which is a bad stock. Usually with those stocks, volume is high here, and then volume dies down and does not pick back up. With a good stock, it will start off at a point. It will stay very close to that point it opens, and it will slowly kind of grow going up while maintaining some volume throughout the day. That would be like a stock maintaining VWAP throughout it. So as we're checking these out, when we get to the end with big charts, I'm going to keep hitting draw chart to kind of update it as time goes on. This is free. You can see with this where what you want to find is you want to find stocks that wherever the open was, the open here was 0.0515. The low was 0.0451. A little bit more of a drop than I would like, but it's still going to be on there because the volume is strong. But you want to find stocks that are kind of around the open throughout the day or create support and kind of maintain a level. And then towards the end of the day, this volume candle starts really picking back up. And what would be great is that at the end of the day, you're seeing more volume, a higher candle than we had here later into the day is a fantastic sign. So as we go through our stocks, they all look a little different. But you get to see kind of when the volume's coming in. I'm not going to update each one of them just because of time, but I'll look them out. Here's another one. But you can kind of keep a track on your stocks and see. Oh, see that one started up and then it kind of died down. This is probably one that will not be played. Like there's no volume here. This is a stock that may finish up, but everything happened early. So check that out. You can see here kind of a dip down. Now just know there is a natural dip down daily, midday, like around that 12 to like 2, 11 to 2. It dies down naturally. So we check all these out. And then now one thing, these stocks I showed you the chart for just now are on the watch list today. This one right here is just on the watch list because of what's going on with Doge. So I'm just watching stocks around Dogecoin also to see what's going on, see how it's going to close. All right. So by looking at, stop my share. By checking out that information, we got our watch list set. So we know what our watch list is. We have a dollar volume to our watch list. Now what we do is we do fundamental analysis. So we go research through the SEC filings. We check through social media. We see the buzz that's going on. After we check out all the fundamental analysis, then we rank these stocks based on what we think is the best order. And then we just track price. You can track your price every 20 minutes. And then as it hits about 3:30, we really start to dial in. Some of these stocks are going to start to separate themselves. And then based off the one that's closing the highest, that happened. And with the most volume, we want to try to get in before that 4 o'clock time. And the goal is to get into a hot stock that maybe gets hotter over the weekend. More people pile into it. And in the OTC market, the more orders that pile in after the hours, it will just gap up on the following day, which is going to be Monday. So when Monday comes, anything that we're into, unless we have positive news released in the morning, we are out of that stock probably before 9:40. Realistically, before 9:35, right at that open when 9:30 hits. We'll see if it goes up a little bit. We take our profit and we're out. If you still want to play that stock, take your profit and get out. Wait for it to dip back down at the dead time, then get back in and ride it back up. But don't just stay there. You may not make as much as you could have, but it will be much safer for you not losing money, and not losing money is the key. All right, I appreciate y'all. If you like this video, if it helped you, I really appreciate it. Just like the YouTube page, make sure you support it. Just know, I'm not saying, hey, this could all be wrong. I could be off on this. I'm putting myself out there, showing you my process, being vulnerable. I believe that it will work, but I'm not like naive enough to know that I can't be wrong. If I'm wrong on something, if I did something a little wrong, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to do the research. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to correct what I did. And then next time around, I'll be better at it. So just know that's the mindset. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just out here trying to show you how I'm doing it.